9 easy lifestyle changes to eliminate afternoon fatigue. If you've ever hit that heavy wall of exhaustion around 2 or 3 in the afternoon, the kind that makes your eyes feel thick, your body slow, and your motivation disappear, this video is for you. And here's the good news. By the time you finish watching, you'll know exactly how to get your energy back without relying on more coffee, sugary snacks, or forcing yourself to push through. Today, I'm sharing 9 easy lifestyle changes that can gently but powerfully eliminate afternoon fatigue. Changes that are realistic, safe, and especially effective for adults over 60, 70, and even 80. Some of these ideas may surprise you. Others you might already know. They might even seem basic, but the results are out of this world when you apply them the right way and in the right order. This isn't about doing more, it's about doing less but smarter. Small adjustments that work with your body, not against it. I'll also share one overlooked method near the end that most people never talk about, and it could completely change how your afternoons feel for years to come. Please stay with me until the end, because the final insight ties everything together in a way that makes all 9 steps work better. So take a breath, relax your shoulders, and let's begin, because your afternoons don't have to feel heavy anymore. Change 1. Rethink your lunch, not skip it. Let's start with something simple but powerful. What and how you eat at lunch. Many people blame afternoon fatigue on getting older, but very often it's lunch doing the damage. A heavy, carb-loaded meal can cause a sharp rise in blood sugar, followed by an energy crash that feels like someone pulled the plug. On the other hand, skipping lunch entirely can leave your brain and muscles running on empty. Neither extreme works well, especially after 60. The goal isn't a perfect diet, it's balance. A lunch that includes protein, healthy fats, and fiber helps keep energy steady for hours. Think eggs, fish, chicken, beans, yogurt, avocado, olive oil, vegetables, foods that digest slowly and support your nervous system. When your blood sugar stays stable, your energy does too. Another important detail many people overlook is portion size. Eating until you're overly full sends blood rushing to your digestive system, leaving less for your brain. That's when sleepiness hits hard. Try eating until you feel satisfied, not stuffed, and notice how different your afternoon feels. You might already know this, it might even seem basic, but the results are out of this world when you consistently eat this way. Many viewers tell me this one change alone gave them clearer thinking and lighter afternoons within a week. Your body isn't failing you, it's responding exactly to what you give it. And with one thoughtful adjustment at lunch, you're already reclaiming your afternoon energy. Change 2. The 10-minute movement reset. Here's something that surprises many people. Resting too much in the afternoon can actually make fatigue worse. When we sit still for long periods, especially after lunch, circulation slows down, muscles stiffen, and the brain receives fewer oxygen-rich signals. The result? That heavy, foggy feeling you know too well. The solution isn't exercise in the traditional sense. No gym, no sweating, just 10 minutes of gentle movement. A slow walk around the house or outside, light stretching, tidying up while standing, even walking in place while holding onto a chair. The purpose is to wake up your circulation and remind your nervous system that the day isn't over yet. Movement tells your body, stay alert. It boosts blood flow to the brain, improves balance, and helps regulate blood sugar after meals. For older adults, this gentle activity also protects joints and reduces stiffness later in the day. What matters most is timing. Try moving about 15 to 30 minutes after lunch, right when drowsiness usually begins. This small window can determine whether your afternoon stays productive or completely disappears into fatigue. Many people say, "I'm tired, so I should rest," but often you're tired because you haven't moved. Once you experience this shift, it feels almost magical. Remember, energy creates energy, and this short, kind movement reset may be one of the easiest ways to feel more awake without pushing your body too hard. Change 3. Hydration isn't just about water. Most people underestimate how deeply dehydration affects afternoon energy, especially as we age. The sensation of thirst becomes weaker over time, so by the time you feel thirsty, your body is already behind. Even mild dehydration can cause fatigue, headaches, dizziness, and mental fog that mimic low energy. But here's the key. Hydration isn't only about drinking more water, it's about absorbing it. As we get older, electrolyte balance becomes more important. Without enough minerals like sodium and potassium, water passes through the body without fully hydrating your cells. This doesn't mean sports drinks or sugary beverages. A pinch of salt in soup, mineral-rich foods, or naturally hydrating options like fruits and vegetables can make a big difference. Warm fluids like herbal tea or broth are often better tolerated and more soothing than ice-cold water. Another helpful habit is front-loading hydration. Drink more fluids earlier in the day so you're not trying to catch up in the afternoon, which can disrupt sleep later. Small sips throughout the morning set you up for steady energy after lunch. Many people are shocked to discover that their afternoon fatigue wasn't about sleep at all. It was dehydration quietly draining their energy. You might already know you should drink more. It might sound basic, but when hydration finally clicks, the results are out of this world. Clearer thinking, less heaviness, more ease in your body. Sometimes the simplest support is the most powerful. Change 4. Light exposure resets your internal clock. One hidden cause of afternoon fatigue is a confused internal clock. Your body relies on light to regulate energy, alertness, and hormone balance. As we age and spend more time indoors, this natural rhythm can weaken, leading to daytime sleepiness and nighttime restlessness. Morning light is especially important. Exposure to natural daylight within the first few hours after waking helps signal your brain that it's time to be alert. This sets the stage for better energy later in the day. Without it, your body may drift into a low energy mode too early. If possible, sit near a window, step outside briefly, or open curtains wide in the morning. Even 10 to 15 minutes can make a difference. In the afternoon, gentle light, not harsh glare, helps maintain alertness without overstimulation. At the same time, too much dimness can trick your body into thinking it's evening. If your home gets dark early, consider adding soft lighting during the afternoon to keep your brain engaged. This isn't about forcing wakefulness, it's about aligning with how your body naturally works. When your internal clock is supported, energy flows more smoothly throughout the day. Many people try to fix fatigue with caffeine, but light is a far more powerful and natural signal. And once your rhythm resets, afternoons stop feeling like a battle. Your body wants to stay awake, it just needs the right cues. Change 5. The power of a strategic pause. Here's a counterintuitive truth. Constant mental effort drains energy faster than physical activity. Reading, worrying, decision-making, and screen time all tax the nervous system, especially in the afternoon. What your body needs isn't more stimulation, but a strategic pause. This isn't a nap, It's a short reset, 5 to 10 minutes of quiet awareness. Sitting comfortably, closing your eyes, slowing your breathing, letting your shoulders drop. No phone, no TV, just stillness. This kind of pause helps shift your body out of stress mode and into balance. Heart rate steadies, muscles soften, the brain stops burning energy unnecessarily. Many people feel surprisingly refreshed afterward, clearer, calmer, and more present. If you've made it this far in the video, pause for a moment right now and type 1 in the comments below. It tells me you're really listening, and it reminds you to give yourself permission to rest without guilt. You might think rest means weakness, but true rest restores strength. Especially after 60, learning when to pause and how is one of the most important energy skills you can develop. This small habit doesn't just reduce afternoon fatigue, it improves sleep, mood, and overall well-being. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is stop. Change 6. Caffeine timing matters more than amount. Many people rely on caffeine to survive the afternoon slump, but timing is everything. Drinking coffee too late or too early can actually worsen fatigue later in the day. Instead of boosting energy, it can interfere with natural rhythms and disrupt nighttime sleep. The key is to avoid caffeine as a reaction to exhaustion. When you drink it after you're already drained, it often masks fatigue rather than fixing it. This leads to a cycle of dependence and deeper crashes. For most older adults, caffeine works best earlier in the day, late morning at the latest. If you enjoy coffee or tea, savor it intentionally, not desperately. In the afternoon, consider alternatives like warm herbal teas or simply hydration. Another overlooked factor is sensitivity. As we age, caffeine stays in the body longer. What once felt harmless can now quietly steal sleep hours later, making the next day's fatigue worse. This doesn't mean giving up what you love. It means using it wisely. When caffeine supports your rhythm instead of fighting it, energy feels smoother and more natural. Many viewers tell me that adjusting caffeine timing without increasing or decreasing the amount was enough to change their afternoons completely. Energy isn't about stimulation, it's about harmony, and caffeine works best when it plays a supporting role, not the lead. Change 7. Posture and breathing are silent energy leaks. Poor posture doesn't just affect your back, it quietly drains your energy. Slouching compresses the lungs, limits oxygen intake, and sends stress signals to the nervous system. Over time, this creates fatigue that feels mysterious and unavoidable. Take a moment to notice how you're sitting. Are your shoulders rounded? Is your chin forward? These small positions reduce airflow and increase muscle strain. When oxygen drops, energy follows. Simple posture awareness can create an immediate shift. Sit taller without stiffness. Let your chest open gently. Imagine a string lifting the top of your head. Then add slow, deep breathing, in through the nose, out through the mouth. This combination improves circulation, calms the mind, and delivers more oxygen to your brain. Many people feel a subtle lift in energy within minutes. You don't need to fix your posture all day, just reset it several times, especially in the afternoon.
Pair it with breathing, and you've created a natural energy boost without effort. This is one of those things people hear about but rarely practice. It seems basic, but the results are out of this world when you make it a habit. Your body is designed to breathe fully and stand with ease. When you give it that chance, fatigue loosens its grip. Change 8. Emotional energy matters too. Afternoon fatigue isn't always physical. Emotional weight, worry, loneliness, unresolved stress can drain energy just as powerfully. As the day goes on, these feelings often surface more strongly, leaving you feeling heavy and tired. This doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It means your body is processing more than just activity, it's processing life. One gentle way to support emotional energy is connection. A short phone call, a meaningful conversation, or even a moment of kindness towards yourself can lift more fatigue than rest alone. Feeling seen and valued restores vitality at a deep level. Another helpful practice is acknowledgement. Instead of pushing feelings away, quietly name them. I feel overwhelmed, or I feel lonely today. This simple act reduces the nervous system's load. Energy flows better when emotions aren't suppressed. When you honor them, even briefly, your body relaxes and energy returns. Many people try to solve fatigue with food or sleep, but emotional nourishment is just as important, especially later in life. Your heart has energy too, and when it's supported, your afternoons feel lighter, calmer, and more human.
Change 9. Protect your night to save your afternoon. Finally, afternoon energy begins the night before. Poor sleep doesn't always show up in the morning. It often crashes into you later in the day. Even small disruptions to sleep quality can steal afternoon vitality. Consistent sleep and wake times help regulate your internal clock. So does a calming evening routine. Dimming lights, limiting screens, and creating a sense of closure for the day tell your body it's safe to rest. Another key is reducing stimulation late at night. Emotional conversations, news, and problem solving keep the nervous system alert long after you lie down. When sleep becomes shallow, energy debt builds, and afternoons pay the price. This isn't about perfect sleep, it's about protected sleep, treating rest as essential, not optional. When you do, your body repays you with steadier energy the next day. Many people are amazed that improving nighttime habits even slightly completely transforms how afternoons feel. Energy doesn't disappear randomly. It's borrowed, spent, and restored through daily choices. And when you protect your night, you reclaim your day. We're building towards something important, and what comes next ties all of this together in a powerful way. Why small changes work better after 60. At this point, you may be thinking, these changes sound simple, but can they really make that much difference? And the honest answer is yes, especially after 60. In fact, small changes work better now than big ones ever did before. Your body has become wiser, more sensitive, and more responsive to gentle signals. When we're younger, we can get away with pushing harder, sleeping less, eating poorly, ignoring stress. But later in life, the body doesn't respond well to force. It responds to rhythm, consistency, and kindness. That's why these lifestyle changes don't demand willpower. They work because they respect how your body actually functions today. Another important truth: energy is no longer just physical. It's neurological, emotional, and hormonal. Tiny daily adjustments like light exposure, hydration, or posture send powerful messages to your brain. Over time, these messages retrain your system to expect alertness instead of fatigue. This is why people are often shocked by how quickly results appear, not because the changes are dramatic, but because they're aligned. When things line up, the body stops fighting itself. You don't need to fix everything at once. Even choosing 1 or 2 of these habits can begin shifting your afternoons within days. This isn't about becoming younger, it's about becoming more in tune. And when that happens, energy returns naturally, without struggle. The hidden pattern behind afternoon fatigue. Let's zoom out for a moment. Afternoon fatigue rarely has a single cause. It's usually a pattern, a quiet buildup of small drains happening at the same time. Slight dehydration, a heavy lunch, too much sitting, poor light, emotional tension. Each one alone feels manageable. Together, they overwhelm the system. What's encouraging is that patterns can be changed. When you address multiple small drains, energy often returns faster than expected. This is why people sometimes say, "I don't know what fixed it, I just feel better." In reality, their body finally received enough support signals at once. Another key insight is timing. Afternoon fatigue isn't random. It appears when your system checks in and asks, "Do I have what I need to continue?" If the answer is no, the body slows you down. Instead of fighting that slowdown, these lifestyle changes answer the body's question with a gentle yes. Yes, you're nourished. Yes, you're hydrated. Yes, you're safe. Yes, you're supported. When the body feels supported, it doesn't need to shut you down. This perspective removes blame. You're not lazy. You're not weak. Your body has been doing its job, protecting you. And once you see fatigue as information, not failure, everything becomes easier to change. Why consistency beats motivation every time. Many people wait to feel motivated before changing habits, but motivation is unreliable, especially when energy is already low. Consistency, on the other hand, doesn't require excitement. It only requires repetition. These lifestyle changes work best when they become part of your day without decision-making. Same light exposure, similar lunch timing, gentle movement at the same hour. The brain loves predictability. It saves energy. After 60, routine becomes a powerful ally. Not a boring one, but a stabilizing one. When your body knows what's coming, it prepares energy in advance instead of reacting with fatigue. This is why even boring habits feel amazing when practiced daily. The nervous system relaxes, hormones regulate, energy smooths out. You don't need to do all 9 changes perfectly, just repeat a few consistently. Over time, they stack, and one day you'll notice something surprising. You didn't crash in the afternoon. That's when you realize the shift has already happened. Consistency is quiet, but its effects are loud. Listening to your body without overthinking. One mistake many people make is overanalyzing every sensation. Am I tired? Is this working? Should I rest? Should I move? This mental noise creates more fatigue than clarity. Instead, think in terms of signals: hunger, thirst, stiffness, heaviness. These are messages, not problems. Respond gently. Eat balanced meals, drink fluids, stand up, breathe. You don't need to interpret everything perfectly. Your body is constantly adjusting in the background. Your job is simply to remove obvious obstacles and provide steady support. This mindset reduces anxiety around energy. When you stop monitoring yourself all the time,
energy often improves on its own. Trust develops, and with trust comes calm. Afternoon fatigue loses much of its power when it's no longer feared or fought. When energy improves, life expands. Here's something people don't always expect. When afternoon energy improves, life feels bigger. Even small gains open doors. You stay present longer. Conversations feel easier again. Hobbies become enjoyable again. This isn't about productivity, it's about quality of life. Energy allows choice. Choice allows joy. Many older adults quietly shrink their lives to manage fatigue, canceling plans, limiting activity, staying home. When energy returns, even partially, confidence follows. You begin trusting your body again, and that trust is deeply empowering. A gentle reminder before the final insight. Before we move on, take a moment to notice how you feel right now. Just noticing, no judgment. If even one idea today resonated, that means your body recognizes the truth in it. That recognition matters. And if you're still watching at this point, it tells me you care about your well-being, and that matters too. What comes next is the most effective way to bring all of these changes together into one simple approach. Please stay with me. This next part is often the missing piece. The energy window system. Here it is, the most optimized method to eliminate afternoon fatigue, the energy window system. Instead of focusing on habits individually, you align them around 3 daily windows: morning, midday, and afternoon. Morning supports alertness, light exposure, hydration, gentle movement. Midday supports stability, balanced lunch, posture, calm pacing. Afternoon supports continuity, light movement, strategic pause, and emotional ease. When habits are placed in the right window, they multiply each other's effects. The body loves timing. This system works because it matches biology, not trends. People who use this approach report faster, more lasting results because nothing feels forced. Everything flows. This is the method that ties all 9 changes together. If you remember just one thing from this video, remember this. Afternoon fatigue is not something to fight, it's something to guide. When you guide your body with small, well-timed signals, energy returns naturally. If this message helped you, type 2 in the comments below. It tells me you want more content like this, and it helps others find this video too. Please like, share, and subscribe if you want gentle, practical guidance for healthy, energized living after 60. Your body is not done yet, and your afternoons don't have to be either.